Is it time to buy or sell Google stock? In this video, we will explore Google in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 2nd of September, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest insights. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 25th of June, 2025, our system has identified Google as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.83. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Those who followed our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 23.62% since we first recommended Google as a buy candidate 48 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.49% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is positioned in the upper part of a strong rising trend in the short term, which typically presents an excellent selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend may be anticipated. A breakout at the upper trend line, currently at $214.23, would signal a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 25.36% over the next quarter, with a possible return ranging between 18.42% and 26.68%. In terms of a longer outlook, our 12-month analysis projects a possible change of 9.03%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could fluctuate between a decline of 20.88% to an increase of 12.20% over the coming year. In current valuation, this would place the future price somewhere between $167.72 and $237.84. Our latest daily update for Google includes the headline, "Evaluation of Google stock downgraded after the last trading session." The Google stock price experienced a decline of approximately 0.721% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 2nd of September, 2025, dropping from $213.53 to $211.99. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated by 2.61%, with a low of $206.96 and a high of $212.36. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and has risen by 3.77% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, the volume on the last day increased by 170,000 shares despite the declining prices. This could serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next few days. In total, 25 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $5.25 billion. Looking at the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $215.34, while the lowest price was $142.66. Currently, the price sits 1.56% or $3.35 below the 52-week high and 81.11% or $910.27 below the all-time high reached on the 15th of January, 2018, when the price peaked at $1,122.26. A federal judge delivered a mixed but market-friendly ruling today regarding Alphabet. Google will not face a breakup, allowing it to maintain Chrome and key preload arrangements. However, the court has mandated an end to exclusive search agreements and has required Google to share certain search data with its rivals. For Google, the immediate reaction should be one of relief. Avoiding a structural breakup eliminates a significant downside scenario and likely reduces short-term regulatory uncertainty. This outcome can support the company's stock and either prompt a rally or limit potential declines. Nevertheless, the mandated changes matter. The cessation of exclusivity and the requirement for data sharing will increase competitive pressure in both search and advertising, which could lead to narrower profit margins over time and slow growth in core advertising revenue. Retaining Chrome and preload agreements will help sustain distribution and monetization in the near term, thus softening any revenue impact. Anticipate near-term volatility as investors assess the risks of appeal and the details of implementation. Over the long term, increased competition and ongoing regulatory oversight may result in slower growth in revenue, prompting investors to pay closer attention to cloud services, artificial intelligence, and diversification to determine Google's valuation. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 22nd of July, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned GOOG a negative rating along with an upgrade action. On Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, Wells Fargo assigned GOOG an equal weight rating along with a hold action. Also on Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, Roth Capital assigned GOOG a buy rating along with a hold action. On the same day, Lake Street also assigned GOOG a buy rating with a hold action. Finally, on Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, Piper Sandler assigned GOOG a neutral rating along with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Google stock a general buy rating. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio to be a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts rate the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Google. There are mixed signals in the stock today. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Friday, the 29th of August, 2025, and so far it has fallen by approximately 0.721%. Further decline is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume increased on falling prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock should be monitored more closely. The Google stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive outlook. There is also a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two signals, as the short-term average is above the long-term average. During downward corrections, there will be some support from the lines at $209.99 and $198.63. A breakdown below any of these levels will trigger sell signals. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots showed a sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger revealed a buy signal 2 days ago. The short-term moving average indicated a buy signal 8 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 49 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a sell signal 41 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 49 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 56 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for Google. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $193.20 and $178.27. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level could lead to a decline to the next support level. In this instance, Google finds support just below today's level at $193.20. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $178.27 and $167.73. This stock is typically traded at a good volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is considered to be low. Over the last day, the stock moved $5.40 or 2.61% between its high and low. For the past week, the stock has demonstrated an average daily volatility of 1.95%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Google, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 4th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $2.33. Keep an eye on these numbers as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Google. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Google is at 212.37. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, This could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Google encounters its first support level at 193.20. If this support level holds, it may present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Google from multiple analyst sources is to buy. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 28th of August, 2025, Arnold Francis conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares. On the same day, Arnold Francis conducted an insider sale of 102 shares of Class C capital stock. On the 1st of September, 2025, O'Toole Amy Thuner conducted an insider purchase of 954 shares of Class C capital stock. On the 25th of August, 2025, O'Toole Amy Thuner conducted an insider sale of 279 shares of Class C Google stock units. On the same day, O'Toole Amy Thuner conducted another insider sale of 675 shares of Class C Google stock units. Based on the most recent 100 insider trades, we have calculated the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 54.094. Overall, insiders purchased 150,884 shares and sold 501,731 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $205.73, representing a decline of 2.95%. This stock exhibits low daily fluctuations, which contributes to a lower risk profile. Additionally, there is a sell signal indicated by a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is Google stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with a generally positive trend, suggest that the current level presents a buying opportunity, offering a fair chance for Google stock to perform well in the near future. However, due to some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have adjusted our recommendation for this stock from a strong buy to a buy candidate since our last evaluation. After examining the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 3rd of September, we anticipate that Google will open lower by $1.55, beginning trading at $210.44. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your insights. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a lovely day. With warm regards from all of us at Stock Invest.